said nothing is fresh is the best is. Whoever than himself, he the best is. Impressive. How you rhyming and he be like Dante back in 96. The beat he in the streets, earbuds. Fuck the beats and be cursing like a sailor. I swear I'll be writing grander. For those they give you remember the Titan tablet like Perseus. Uncle Tom was like a white man. Stay about his money. Let me in the ear like he Tyson. And I hear he laid back, got his feet up when he rap. Making the traffic stand still. They freeze when he say action. A small fraction might walk away simply because of distraction. But always getting back. I think it's because I'm so attractive. The attractions in my trap and roll over to the masters on my Oscar de la Renta dog. Get with the classics. It's on your downfall. Make a beat to go imagine. I take a seat and relax. Scratch the beat and keep rapping.
Different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come from. The city is not, yeah.
A chef on the glass, work on the plate, show my ass. Got the skills to pay the bills, but expensive taste make waste. Haste to your face. Yeah, baby, take this creme fresh to your face. Whoa, not like that, gotta make sure it's seasoned right. You ever served 160 within a 300? See humanity, testing your sanity. After you were dropping a hole, no like, no more fight. But to get that time, you must do the crime. After 12, we feel one. Say stories to tell about going through hell. How you almost fell, how you messed up that VIP's Quinnell. This life in the kids, so you got a quick glimpse of what it means to hustle, bustle through our eye muscle. It's crazy, it's crazy. This profession's not for the lazy, cause it's a
different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come from. The city is not, yeah. Here's our chance to make it. Hey, and if we fall less on our goal, you can dish out, we can take care. Hey, just remember that you've been told.
It's a different world, man, I'm on some different shit. 250 nowadays for a pair of kicks. I remember when James was like $130, but the rock what I got in my stock, you're unworthy. Foam posits on my feet, never laced up. Foam posits on my feet with the fresh cut. Cargos with the dope t-shirt to match. Wait a minute, hold on, let me check the back of the trunk. Pull them sixes out, feeling like Brian and Dwayne, feeling fresh in this game like a champ. Got them Jeremy Scotts on the feet with the wings. I'm fly above means, above all, just to get fresh like God getting these kicks. You gotta stand in line overnight, wait for these shits camp out. Had these for 3 weeks before they even came out. It's a
different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come from. The city is not, yeah. Here's our chance to make it. Hey, and if we fall less on our goal, you can dish out, we can take care. Hey, just remember that you've been told. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. Where you come from. Ooh, and where you come from.
hey y'all, gravity. Any day above ground, live it. I appreciate everybody coming through, listening to the live. Those are gonna listen to it on the playback. Thank you. I know this is Thursday and I usually don't have these shows. My live shows are usually random. But today, folks, we got to have a conversation with the congregation. I got that from one of my favorite battle rappers, Big Cannon. We got to have a conversation, ladies and gentlemen. We are T-minus 6 months, a little less than 6 months away from these midterms, folks. And black women, give me 1 second. Black women, they are targeting you. I'm going to say that again. Black women, they are targeting you guys. In 2020, they targeted black men because they saw us giving support to Trump. They did not like that. They figured we would be on the plantation and we would just blindly vote for Biden because black women were voting for Biden. But they did not count on 30% of black men voting for Donald Trump. They did not expect that. They also got pissed because 8% of black women voted for Donald Trump. They did not like that, folks. So even though Biden got in, again, because of the Asian American Pacific Islander caucus and that enclave down here in the great state of Georgia. Sorry, folks, I'm drinking a New York institution, the Arizona green tea. We, as black people, have been on a 4-year targeting campaign. Now, when those two idiots, Biden and Harris, got in, I said they're going to push a white man, black woman agenda. I said this on my Civil War show. I said this back in 2019 when I was one of the few people who said that they were going to get in. And you have seen for the past 2 years who they've promoted, who they've pushed out there in the front lines. We've got Kuntanji. We've got Kamala. We've got friend of the show who I plan to do a nice little parting destruction on. I'm going to give y'all a little preview of that, though, today, folks. We're going to start with her. Oh, yes, we're going to start with her. So, as you know, the fake Wendy's chick, Jen Psaki, is leaving, folks. She's leaving the White House. She's going over to MSDNC, down with the LGBT. So she left in capable hands what they love to always tout. The first black. We've heard this, folks, for years. The first black. Oh, yeah. There she is. As my daughter would like to say. Oh, yeah, folks. That is Corinne St. John Pierre. Oh, yes. Mid-40s Haitian woman. She will be taking over the fake Wendy's chick position. And she's been touted as the first black White House press secretary. Should be a great day for black folks everywhere, especially them black girls, right? That should be a beautiful thing. No, sir. You know how we do it here on Beyond Boards of Rogo, Kid Gravity, the Kid Gravity channel, and Bet on Black with Kid Gravity. You know how we do this. Folk, let's ask the question. Has Corinne Jean-Pierre, has she ever pushed a black woman agenda? Has she ever pushed a black man agenda? Black first agenda? Black family agenda? Has she ever done that? No, sir, she has not. Interesting. A Haitian woman has not pushed she hasn't even pushed a Haitian agenda, folks. But she's the first black. Cool. What is so great about Corinne Jean-Pierre that Biden said, even though he said at the beginning, hey, I'm going to be the most inclusive administration ever, and I'm going to promote so much women's. That's what he said. I need someone to explain this to me. What is pro-black about this here? Oh, yes, folks. We're going to go there today. Because I need black women to understand that what I'm about to tell you in the time allotted, I'm doing this to help you. Like I said before, you're being targeted. And we're going to get harsh on this show. Black women, I'm going to pull a Kevin Samuels right now. I wish I had my glasses, but I don't. And I wish I had on a suit, but I won't. I could run and get my blazer. I'm not going to do that. But black women, the Democrats view you guys as idiots. I'm just going to say it loud and proud. They view y'all as idiots. And considering the fact that they have a large contingent of black women in the Democratic Party, it's not hard to have enough examples of idiotic black women to use as a gauge for the entirety of the group. It's called a stereotype. It's called generalizations. On the screen, that is Corinne's partner, a white woman named Suzanne Malveaux, who works at CNN, folks. Yeah. Let that marinate. A White House press secretary is going home to someone at CNN. Conflict of interest much? Yeah. But Miss Corinne, same woman who of Haitian descent, folks, came here as an immigrant. Saw this happen 8 months ago. Didn't say a damn word till about 4 days later. The B1 grassroots came outside and asked her the question. What do you got to say about this? She started blocking people, folks. Oh, yes, she did. She blocked people. That's how you show reverence to your people. You block them. But then y'all get pissed off when we call y'all out. Interesting. So she's first on the list, folks. Because black women, their first job is to hit you with the symbolism. I saw the tweets, folks. They were happy. Thank God I follow a lot of B1 women. They were like, either we don't care or this chick, she not with us, so it is what it is. It's just there to explain white supremacy. That's all she's there for, to explain white supremacy. But folks, again, black women. Symbolism was what gets y'all in trouble way too much. Y'all sat there for years, and we're going to go all the way back. Y'all sat there for years and propped up the wrong people. I said this many years ago. I'm never going to forgive your predecessors what they did to Shahzad Ali. I ain't never going to forgive them for that. All them mammies who followed her around to the talk show circuit, who sat there and discredited her book and had the nerve to try to say that because she come from an Islamic background and in her book said, if you're not cooperative with your husband, smack in the mouth, and did not have enough cognitive, enough cognitive ability to figure out that she was talking about, I'm from an Islamic background. Our rules are different from you. Most of y'all that are coming at me are Christian, so you're not going to understand the concept I'm talking about. But instead of having her explain that, which she did on multiple occasions, by the way, but y'all didn't want to hear it, y'all sought to discredit her. And here we are, almost 40 years later, and that woman is on our pantheon of the great leaders. When this Tariq Nasheed builds his museum, she will have a wing to herself. Dr. Cress Welsing is up there waiting for the sister to come up so they can have conversations and get at these white supremacists. Sister Cress Welsing is down there smiling. Sister Afeni Shakur is up there smiling at the work the great Shahzad Ali has done. Ida B. Wells. Shirley Chisholm is a coon. I said it. I'm choosing violence today. So that's number one on the agenda. Symbolism. Symbolism is a worthy spear to destroy the image of black women. The second spear, black women. They are going to attack your emotions. Everybody's talking about this Roe v. Wade thing. Which controls abortion, gives people the right to have an abortion. That's fine. Do what you want. It's your body, your choice. I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate for both, pro-life, pro-choice. I want to see our babies grow up and be productive human beings, but I also understand there's certain circumstances you can't bring a child in this world. Fine. But I also tell y'all, whichever side you choose, be prepared for the consequences. And you're talking to somebody who was scared to death when my child came into this world. I was scared. I didn't know how to pay for that man, for that little girl. I did not know how to pay for her. But it's like all the people before us tell us. You can never prepare for a child. The child prepares you. And my wife and I, for the past 3 years, have figured it out. We want to fight this motherfucker sometimes, but she brings us joy. That's all we can hope. And hope we give her enough knowledge and enough love to go out in this world and not be seduced by the BS. Speaking of BS, black women, I need y'all to come a little closer. You know how much I love y'all. I want to smell y'all's fragrances. Including y'all over there in the comedic sector. Y'all be burning the sage and all that and the incense. Come over here. I want to smell all that. Come here. I want y'all to explain this to me, folk. Got to have a serious conversation today. Now, I got this from Black Enterprise, folks. I need this explained. Salute to Black Voltron. Talking about one of the greatest books ever written, The Black Man's Guide to Understand the Black Woman. Self-published, by the way. Didn't take not one red cent for white folk. But I need y'all to explain this picture you're seeing on the screen, black women. For those who are going to hear this back. I got a picture of a black woman out there during a protest amongst all these white folk. Then what they doing? I want you to focus on the black woman. Okay, fine. Her sign says black women are 4 times more likely to die during pregnancy and childbirth. And the abortion rate for black women is 5 times that of white women. Correct. New York City has aborted more babies than it has been born. We know this. There was an ad years ago, folks. Went straight viral. Some pastor put up, the most dangerous place in America is a black woman's womb. Oh, them black women went nuts. Oh, they went nuts. The one chick with the Bantu knots said, "How dare you? How dare you?" Okay. Go see that man. He wasn't hard to find. And Miss, how dare you? It pissed you off so much. They had similar signs around the country. A lot of people who bypassed that. Okay. Victor Costin, yes, I do have Cash App. My Cash App is, I'm going to put in the chat. Yes, if you would like to give money to me, that is fine. I prefer that. I'm trying to start this business soon. I could use all the capital I can get. My Cash App is in the chat. But we're going to keep going. This article, check out the headline, folk. Let's start there. Now, this is from Black Enterprise, and we already know they've been co-opted by white folk. But it says, Black women in the South have been preparing for the end of Roe v. Wade. Now, this was May 10th, so this was 2 days ago. Now, I saw this on Twitter, and I swear, boy, I think Twitter breeds the worst intellectuals possible because a lot of people just title watch and don't read what's going on. Now, the B ones, I know for a fact, open the article. The rest of them just share the shit, what they see. They don't go deep into it. But there's a particular paragraph I want y'all to keep in mind. So we'll start here. Women are going to die, Dalton Johnson, who owns an abortion clinic in Alabama, told NBC News. Quote, it may not be as many as it was in the 70s because we have medication abortions. There are groups that are going to have access to those, whether legally or illegally, but everyone's not going to be able to do that, and women are going to die. Okay. This is what I don't like about the abortion discussion, folks. This is what I don't like. I don't like when they try to make it seem like it's life or death with this abortion thing. Like, for some reason, Black women always have a problem when they have birth. I'm not saying that they don't have problems, but they always make it seem like every time a Black woman gets pregnant and she's close to either her due date or she's just like living her life for 36 to 40 weeks, some bullshit happens. Yet, as us in this community, understand that there's so many Black women out here that have had kids and put their experiences online and share knowledge. There's so many Black women maternity groups on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Hell, you can go on YouTube right now. I guarantee you'll find a blog of a Black woman who's going through every day of her pregnancy. But then y'all got articles like this. Basically saying that there's always going to be a problem when Black women have it. So they might as well just get abortions. And don't worry, I'm going to show you how they get influenced by these feminists. But let's continue reading. If Roe v. Wade falls, which seems more than likely, many Black women in the South will be forced to turn to a network of Black female-led grassroots groups and organizations to fill gaps in healthcare. Many of these groups are already in action helping Black women and minorities. They always love throwing that in there. Black women can never stand on their own. It's always got to be minorities. But okay. Put together funds, coordinate time away from work, childcare, and transportation to another state to get the procedure. Okay. See, this is the language they like to use to try to soften the blow. Black women, let me explain something to you. And I mess with y'all heavy because a lot of y'all have peeped the game when they say women of color, Black women, and minorities. I feel y'all on that. Y'all need to start calling this out. And that section of this video and live stream that I'm going to tell y'all about later, I swear to God, I'm going to sound like Kevin Samuels. I'm just going to warn y'all now. When I get into y'all calling out things like this, I will be sounding like Kevin Samuels. I promise you. But language like this is where y'all get in trouble, because y'all sit up there and y'all allow it to pass because y'all are first. See, if they would have said minorities and black women, y'all would have got pissed. But because they said black women and minorities, a lot of y'all bypassed it. Because in your mind, you've already been conditioned to think, okay, as long as I'm first, they actually care. We all remember growing up when we started being in these YouTube spaces and listening to the videos. You could remember going back in them comment sections when these dudes would say, and females would say, black men and black women, and you started seeing them black feminists show up talking about why is the black man first? Why does this have to be about black men? Why can't it be just about us? You're conditioned. You're conditioned to not ask questions. Thankfully, New Black Media and B1, we've been telling women and men and children, ask questions. Always ask questions. Question everything. I've told people many times on this show, when y'all read these articles, look between these words, context clues. I was very good in English. One of my favorite parts of English are context clues. You're supposed to read something and figure out what the person is really trying to say, because there's always a hidden message in whatever you read. And I know a lot of the Comedics and the Hebrew Israelites, they preach that. There's a lot of hidden meanings in text, especially with y'all's Bible. There's a lot of hidden meanings in there. We gotta get back to that. But here's where I want y'all to pay attention, because I'm going to show you something else next after this. Lori Bertram Roberts, the executive director of the Yellowhammer Fund, an Alabama-based nonprofit that offers support and funding to have abortions, has gone as far as bailing someone out of jail to get an abortion. Roberts and other reproductive rights advocates say they are not ready for the end of Roe v. Wade, but are as prepared for it as they can be. Okay, we're going to end it there. Again, folks, just because, well, I'll say it like this. There's two reasons why this Roe v. Wade thing came up. We all know about the leak. The leak was by design. The leak was meant to piss black women off. I'm going to say that again. The leak of that draft opinion was to piss black women off. Again, the midterms are coming. You have feasibly 5.5 months to whip black women into a frenzy that they'll stay on the blue side. Because quiet as it's kept, they don't want to tell you that a lot of black women out here are suffering. A lot of black women have been evicted, even though they kept saying, "Oh, we're gonna keep the eviction moratoriums going." Nope. Black women are getting thrown out. I'm down here in Atlanta. I've seen many a sheriff car running around here lately. They're throwing people out. That's one. Number two, a lot of black women lost their jobs. Can't get real stable work right now. Three, they're cutting a lot of social programs right now. Why do you think all these politicians all of a sudden now, like Warnock, what I call him, worth nothing. That's what my name for him. Worth nothing. That bastard came to my county a few months ago, had a town hall. Somebody asked him about reparations. He started talking about Medicaid. He got the babbling about the child tax credit, which if y'all go study the child tax credit, that is another loan like the stimulus check that you're going to get taxed on. Black Voltron, you ain't seen nothing yet, brother. You ain't seen nothing yet. I just read about the Yellow Hammer Fund, right? Would y'all like to see who donated to the Yellow Hammer Fund? Sorry, it was a hot day, so I'm scratching. I think a bug got me. But would y'all like to see who is on the Hammer Fund? Would y'all like to see that? Of course you would, because you know how I do it over here. I bring the receipts. Oops. This is insider, folks. Oops. That is not a black woman. Oops. I'll say it again. Oops. That is a white woman. That is Halsey. Now, I don't know how many black women listen to Halsey, but yeah, it's Halsey, folks. A white singer donated $100,000 from merchandise sales to the Yellow Hammer Fund, an organization that helps fund abortion access in Alabama. What did that article I read tell you? With that woman with that sign? Black women have the more abortions than white women. So where do you think that $100,000 was going, folks? Guarantee you Yellow Hammer Fund did not keep all of it. I bet you Planned Parenthood got a cut of that. Oh, Black Voltron. Black Voltron, you the man. You're the man. But guess what, folks? Can we do the research here? You think Halsey was the only one? Where there's one, there's always two. Look at that. Another singer. Oh, and by the way, Halsey's from where I'm at. She's from the New York tri-state area, so she's a blue liberal. Interesting. But yes, folks, what do you see there? Singer-songwriter Maggie Rogers also donated profits from merchandise sales to the Yellow Hammer Fund. Maggie Rogers. To help black women get abortions. Where is Maggie from, you ask? Easton, Maryland. Easton, Maryland. Nice, quaint little town. Black women, I need y'all to wake up. This whole article, matter of fact, I'm going to do y'all the biggest favor. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Y'all can go look at this. Oh, there's many a celebrity who've donated to abortion rights. Oh, yeah, look at that. Mr. Get Out himself. Oh, yeah. Right here in Georgia. Giving out money for abortions. Yeah. black women, y'all better wake up. Alyssa Milano, we're not too shocked about that one. Katy Perry, we're not that shocked. Planned Parenthood, we're not that shocked. Ariana Grande, 250,000, so she done beat everybody. We're not too shocked. And there it is. The woman who tells teenagers online to die and her man. The same chick who takes baths with her kids and puts it online donated money to Planned Parenthood. Honesty only. No, they will never care about homeless people, because for them to care about homeless people, you're going to piss off a large segment of America. Can't do that. You need homeless people are only here to give politicians a photo op, to give them a story for election time. Because remember, if you're old enough to remember, before social media was a thing, every time a politician would run for office, they would always do something for the homeless. Always. They would organize some drive. They would say they're building some facility for them to get off the streets. The problem was when social media came, you started seeing regular people doing it and then filming it. So it took away their thunder. So now they're saying, hey, damn, we can't really do nothing for the homeless. So we'll try to do something on the back end. That way we can control the message. Yeah. But you're right. They don't care. They never did. Ooh, Anna Faris. Oh, yeah. Another $250,000. They just trying to up each other. Go ahead. Damn, she looks scary, boy. God, dog. Mila Kunis. And then she tried to troll by putting Mike Pence's name on it. But this was the same chick who on a video says she don't bathe except once a week. But we're not going to go there. Shout out to you, Meg. Shout out to you. Lena Dunham, enough said. Mindy Kaling, $1,000 of Planned Parenthood for a 40th birthday this year. Ma'am, you make millions. You only gave a G? All right, say less. All right, enough of this. Say less. Black women. What was my second thing? First was the symbolism. Now it was, what did I call it? I called it the whipping you into a frenzy. But folks, we're going to keep going. So first we did symbolism, then we did emotion. Now we're going to do vanity. Black women, all women around the world, suffer from a very bad case of vanity. And we're not talking about the thing that you have in your room for your makeup. I'm talking about being self-absorbed. That's what we're talking about. Before I said, black women, you guys have been lulled psychologically into thinking that just because they mention you first, you think they give a damn about you. Unfortunately, as a black man, I'm here to burst your bubble because I love you. They don't care about you. When they mention you first, black women, they need flunkies. They need foot soldiers. And they know you're willing participants to be white supremacy's foot soldiers. And before I show you this, folks, I do have a special announcement. In 2 weeks, folks, I will be doing a live stream. I hope you all join me then. I have put together a diagram of white supremacy. It's going to be revolutionary, folks. And my diagram is going to show every form of white supremacy that they can control. I'm going to have it labeled. It's going to be a beautiful thing. I will give y'all permission to use it and circulate it around. And we're going to have a discussion on it. So if you'd like to be there, let me know in the comment section of this video. Excuse me. You're not going to want to miss this one. It took me a long time to figure out where each part goes, but when you see it, you're going to be like, damn. But let's continue. So like I said, we've done symbolism and we've done emotion. Now we're going to do vanity. On your screen, folks, we have some website I've never heard of before called Diversity Inc. So we already know a lot of their articles are probably some bullshit. But this one caught my particular attention. So this is Megan Good, folks. We all know who Megan Good is. If you're old enough, you grew up with her. She was in Friday. A lot of movies. Some TV shows. My Cousin Skeeter. She was a lot of black teenagers' heartthrob. Yes, she was. But the past few years, she's kind of, I guess for a lack of a better term, devalued herself with some of her decision making, doing that god-awful Amazon Prime show Harlem, which was just the X-rated version of Living Single, and leaving her black husband for an Arabian battle rapper who went as far as to tattoo her name on his neck. Yeah. She did an ad, folks, for the NAACP. You know, the National Association for the Advancement of Coons, and I can't say the P word. We'll just say files. We'll just say that. I'm not going to play the video because I didn't bother looking for it. But this article says, Black women, the voice of influence in midterm elections. Again, what did I say at the beginning, folks? They're targeting you. Here's one of the proofs. Let's read. With the midterm elections 2 weeks away. Well, this was back in 2018, but this has significant relevance with what's happening now. With the midterms 2 weeks away, it's clear historically overlooked voting bloc, black women who are more politically engaged than any other demographic will make all the difference for Democratic candidates. So off the first paragraph, they already started lying. Black women have never been overlooked. Black women have always been overvalued to the Democratic Party. They never had to go really hard in the paint until Obama had to get in, because they knew black women would vote for a Democrat at an average of a 92% clip. So already we have an article that's lying. But okay. Quote, Alabama was this tipping point around black women's leadership, said Glenda Carr, co-founder of Higher Heights for America, which focuses on galvanizing votes. After 98% of black women voted for Doug Jones and drove an upset Senate win in Alabama in December, Democratic National Committee Chair Tom Perez said that black women are the backbone of the party. So one, they acknowledged your existence. Number two, they reinforced that by propping you up and dissing everybody else in the process. So you are the Lego foundation for them. But what happens when you step on a Lego? We're not going there. Let's keep going. Let me be clear. We won in Alabama and Virginia because black women led us to victory. Black women are the backbone of the Democratic Party. We can't take that for granted, period. Folks, who was the jackass that also said black women were the backbone of the black community? Well, the backbone of a community. Who was the other jackass that said that? Oh, yeah. Tom from the Boondocks himself, a.k.a. Barack Obama. But the political activism didn't end there. In preparation for the midterm elections, many black women have been involved in a nationwide push for voting, mobilized by the rejection of President Donald Trump's divisive rhetoric. For example, Trump called black NFL players kneeling during the national anthem, Sons of Bees. Okay? The call is to squash retro racism evident at deadly events such as the Unite the Right rally led by white nationalists last year in Charlottesville. Trump said they were fine people both sides. The push to get people to vote is also over concerns regarding major issues such as health care and education. Yes, Victor Obama. Health care and education. What are we discussing 4 years later, folks? Health care. I guarantee you, I give it 2 months. You're going to start hearing again how black students, again, for the second year in a row, were terrible in school because of what's been going on. Because remember last year they said, oh, black kids, because of the pandemic and the lack of resources for them to get an adequate education, fell behind white kids. Guarantee you this year it might have made maybe a little bit of a climb, but it's still going to be bad. And we know damn well no black woman wants to hear that her child is inadequate. So what's going to end up happening, folks? Black women are going to turn on the teachers' unions. They're going to demand why their child or children are not being taught like white kids. They're going to ask why all these rules with the masks and the Belle Biv DeVoe. Why are we being treated harsher than other counterparts? They're not going to have an answer. They're going to turn on them. And the last thing the teachers union need is a bunch of angry black women destroying them on social media. Aunt Nesty, a lot of black people have done that already. A lot of black people have taken their kids out of public school. Don't think Biden and them have not seen the waves of people online talking about, I'm homeschooling my kids. This is going to go into my next subject about education. But like I said, don't think they don't know this. Last time I checked, the enrollment in schools for black students was down 30%. That's historic. I have a school down the street from me. I'm seeing less and less black kids than what I saw a year ago. Black people, y'all got to wake up. Okay, later. Tell him one time.
She cut the check.
Go tell your mom you want chocolate milk. I can't do that. Who I got to worry about, folk. I ain't got nothing for y'all. For y'all white supremacists, I ain't got nothing for y'all. Except hate and vitriol. Unless you cut these FBAs the check, I could get the blueprints. I go down and go see your queen. But honesty, your mama was wrong. Here's the thing. My cousins, I've had cousins that were homeschooled. It wasn't illegal. It's just they discouraged it because a lot of parents didn't have the time for it, or the government, specifically the reason the government didn't want to pay for it. Because for you to homeschool your kid, the government has to give you a grant for that. They have to pay for the school supplies. They don't want to do that because then that cuts into the teachers' unions. Because again, what they don't like to tell you is teachers' unions only collective bargain based on how the school district is performing and how many students they have in there. They never want to tell you that second part. When they close these schools, they can take those resources, put it back into the system, circulate it back out, and then make the numbers look like it never really left. Because you can't stop kids from going to school. So you're shuttling these kids around. The numbers look fine. So, like I keep telling black women, listen, your best bet, daddy daycare. I did that on Monday, Black Voltron. Well, my wife went to go see Doctor Strange. She in the room. She on the phone though, so she come to me. I guess she liked the way I made the chocolate milk. My wife must not put enough liquid in it. I mean, enough syrup in it, but whatever. Let's get back to this. But yeah, black women. I'm telling y'all, man. This is not. I don't know how else to say this. I'm just gonna say it. I guarantee if you go on the Capitol Hill right now and look at some of these congressmen's office, there's probably a picture of y'all with darts in it. They hate y'all so much, but they need you. You're like Star Wars. You're like new Star Wars fans to them. When I mean new Star Wars fans, you're like the fans of the new Star Wars series of movies that they came out with. They're so bad, but it gets enough attention because people hate it so much. That's how they treat y'all. They need your children dumb. They need them to be drones. I guarantee. I bet you before these general elections in 24 for president, they're going to say something about. They're going to have a story about black kids being homeschooled. And God forbid, when they take these tests, they smash these white kids and these Asian kids. God forbid. They will outlaw that shit with the quickness. They'll start going through every homeschool child's paperwork just to find a little bit of irregularity so they could sit there and say, your education is invalid. You're going to have to repeat whatever grade you ended at. Imagine having an 18-year-old kid start ninth grade over again because the government want to be petty. It'll be fun as hell for the football games, though. You have a 20-year-old trucking motherfuckers. That would be funny as hell, but again, it's not a game. So I've covered symbolism, emotion, vanity. Let's get to education, folks. These HBCUs are out of control. Folks, now you know me. I've been on these shows. I've advocated for these HBCUs. I said that we need these, even though a lot of them be cooning. But we need them there because they're going to start locking us out of other. They're going to start locking us out of PWIs. But then stuff like this pops up. And I just say, in the words of the great David Carroll, this is what I'm talking about. What Black Voltron say? I disagree, bro. If they try to get rid of homeschooling, these white conservatives will go apeshit crazy. You're partly right. I'm more thinking about they're not even gonna bring up black people. They're gonna they'll bring up themselves, and what probably end up happening. They'll probably say, okay, let the county take care of it. They'll probably give them passes. You know, they'll sue and they'll get an injunction, and everything will be all right. But black folk ain't gonna have that kind of resources to pull that off. And we already know a lot of them live in these urban areas. They're not gonna go for it because that's more money out of their pocket that they can't pay police. They can't pay the city workers, so they're not gonna go for it. And we already know how these little towns get down. They'll do anything to keep black people in a permanent underclass. So you and I are partly right. White folks will go crazy. The black parents will go crazy, but they're not going to have that much of a leg to stand on. Auntie Nesty said, was PWI predominantly white institutions? Like your Duke universities, your North Carolinas, and basically most of your colleges. Anywhere where the population of white people are higher than everybody else. And that includes your yeshivas as well. Shout out to the Jews. But this here, folks, this. Now, I don't know if anybody heard this, but it says, HBCU president incensed by Georgia Sheriff's drug search of lacrosse team. Now, this is a black lacrosse team. They were from, I think, Savannah State. I want to say. Delaware State. They were coming down here for a game. And the race soldier said he smelled weed coming from the bus, pulled everybody out and searched everybody. Now, how the hell did you smell weed on a bus? Then they tried to cover it up right here by saying the sheriff said, the black sheriff said deputies had stopped other commercial vehicles the same morning along I-95 and found drugs on a different bus. The team's chartered bus was stopped because it was traveling in left lane, which is a violation of Georgia law. And of course, they brought the dumbass dog over there to act like it found a hit. Go back, what I'm trying to say. If the class action is big enough, we as black people could slide up in it too. They won't risk actively discriminating against black homeschoolers. It depends on how the midterms go. It depends on how it goes. I get what you're saying, but I think the dependence on the ruling is going to be how the midterms go. Republicans ain't going to go for that. They're not going to go for you telling people they can't do something with their own family. They're not going for that. The Democrats still stay in power. You have a more uphill climb. But I don't want to get too ahead of that because, you know, I kind of, again, I want to see how November plays out. But let's get back to this story. So, where is it? I found this quite funny. I do not exercise racial profiling, allow racial profiling, or encourage racial profiling. You lying bastard. And then they said Georgia courts have held that the odor of marijuana is enough to give police, race soldiers, probable cause to search vehicles without a warrant. Again, I ask this question, folks. You have a bus on a Georgia highway, and if you know Georgia, depending on where you are, the speed limit could be between 55 and 75. Or is it 70? 70. You pass by that bus. You even drive alongside it. How in the hell did you smell marijuana? That's my first question. Here's my second question, folks. That's not my dog. I don't have one. Here's my second question, folks. What team, what bunch of students would be dumb enough to light up marijuana on a bus with their coaches on there? With the bus driver. Now, I'm not saying the kids didn't smoke weed. They might have done it before they got on the bus. I have to kind of hear what the bus driver says and get the depositions from the other people on the bus, the students and the coaches. But even if that was the case, if it was on somebody's clothes, how in the hell did the cops smell it? Because remember what they said. They pulled them over because they were in the left lane. And they detected the odor. Okay. You searched everybody and found nothing. So I'm just trying to figure this out, folks. You had the dog hit the bus. Wouldn't it make sense to line everybody up on the side of the road and have the dog hit the students? I'll say that again. You say you detected the odor of marijuana, but you had the dog hit the bus. You didn't have the dog hit the students. Oh, and yes, the school administration said they are exploring all legal options, including a lawsuit. The sheriff said he welcomed feedback from the lacrosse team. I'd cuss you out. We realize in this current environment, even a traffic stop can be alarming to citizens, Bowman said, especially African Americans. Well, Liberty County Sheriff William Bowman, you have just lost your job, sir. That's a good question by Voltron, but it's like I read in the article. They stopped another commercial bus during the day, and they had drugs in it. But again, that's profiling. So now, my question would be, if I'm the lawyer, I'm like, okay, so your administration has more money now for a task force that's going to stop every commercial bus and every charter bus that runs through Georgia and your county to check for drugs. Did they get video of the illegal traffic stop? I don't know. I don't see any video. I know there was news reports, but I never saw official body cam footage. And the school released a statement. Let's see. Would y'all like to see the school statement? Because I have the school statement. Let's see what they said. So it says a message from Tony. I'm guessing that's probably Let's see who Tony is. Might be at the bottom. Tony Allen, PhD. So that's the president of Delaware State University. An HBCU, by the way. So it says, to the university community on April 20th. I just stopped there because it's it's already looking bad for the police. So they targeted 420 to do this. All right. Say less. To the university community on April 20th, an incident occurred in Georgia when the Delaware State University women's lacrosse team was returning home from a game in Florida. Traveling by contract bus, Georgia law enforcement stopped the team under the pretext of a minor traffic violation, again, which was having a bus in the left lane. The belongings of the student athletes, including suitcases and the luggage racks beneath the bus, were searched by police and drug-sniffing dogs. Videos... Ooh, we got video. Black Voltron, we got video, sir. Shout out to Tony. We got video. Oh, you bastard. No. It's on YouTube? Okay. Okay. Hang on, folks. I'm sorry. Oh, we got to get this video. I need this. Wait, Delaware State lacrosse video. Let's see. Oh no, we need this. Ooh, we got the. Oh, it's 35 minutes long. Damn, nah, I can't play all that. I ain't finna play all that. Oh, they have the body cam too? Which one? Damn it. Nobody has a redacted version. I should have got this and did it myself. You know what? I'm going to do y'all a favor. We're not going to do this. We got the video, folks. There y'all go. Damn it. All right, let's go back to this. Yeah. So I put the video in the chat. Y'all can go look at it for yourself because it's like almost 36 minutes long. I don't want to do that to y'all. Let's go back to the letter. Okay, where was I? Yeah, videos such as this one taken by one of the players clearly show law enforcement members attempting to intimidate our student athletes into confessing the possession of drugs and or drug paraphernalia. To be clear, nothing illegal was discovered in this search, and all of our coaches and student athletes comported themselves with dignity throughout a trying and humiliating process. Our student athletes, coaches, and the subcontracted bus driver are all safe. I have spoken with many of them, and in the course of investigating this incident, in conjunction with our general counsel and athletic director, I have also reached out to Delaware's governor, congressional delegation, attorney general, and Black Caucus. Oh Lord. Well, it's the Delaware Black Caucus, so it's not the congressional one. So maybe it's something that'll get done. Plus, it's Biden's home state, so he'd love to shaft Georgia again. They, like me, are incensed. We have also reached out to Georgia law enforcement and are exploring options for recourse, legal and otherwise, available to our student athletes, our coaches, and the university. I think Liberty County should be made to pay 1 year tuition for all these girls. And I know in the comment section, y'all go tell me I ain't go far enough, but we can't get crazy. Can't get crazy. We do not intend to let this or any other incident like it pass idly by. We are prepared to go wherever the evidence leads us. We have video. We have allies. I don't like that word. Perhaps more significantly, we have the courage of our convictions. News of this incident. Okay. Let's see any of it. Then they brought up the bomb threats at the HBCUs. And then he ended it off. Okay. Liberty County, William Bowman, you done lost your job. Them crackers you had on payroll, they probably gonna they probably gonna get a couple suspensions, something in their jacket. I think your police department and your city government need to pay for a year of every one of them girls' tuitions. That's what y'all need to do. And if they're on scholarship, you give them the cash. Because that's ridiculous. But this is what I meant when I said education, folks. They're trying to demonize black people from going to higher education. Y'all come up here and want to tout your degrees, and the whole world's telling you your degrees mean nothing. Where you go to school means nothing now. Your alma mater has been relegated to a license plate holder, to a sticker on the car or in the back windshield. They don't care about your degrees. And I'm down here in Atlanta, folks. You know what else they put on their cars? Their Greek lettering. They don't care no more. All that I just named used to be a badge of honor. That right there is your resume. They want to see how much of a coon you are now. They want to see how easy it is to turn you into a mammy. They're already making sure you can't go to Ivy League schools no more. On Nesty, they weren't doing anything. They had the dumbass dog hit the bus and hit their suitcases. They found nothing. My thought, he probably smelled bad exhaust and probably thought it was weed. Or somebody's, you know what they probably thought? Now, I don't know if these students were allowed to, peruse around that area. I don't know what's around there because they said they were in Florida and they went to Stinson. I think Stinson's up in northern Florida. But if anything, he might have smelled one of them bullshit cigars y'all buy at the corner store. If anything. Like them cigarellos and all that crap. That's what he probably smelled. I'm still going off the exhaust. But I think that's what he might have done. He might have smelled. But I think they just wanted, because it's the end of the month, that last 10 days of the month where they need to pull out the tickets and get the arrest quotas up. I think that's why they hit him. Plus, it was 420. So they probably figured, oh, it was black girls. Hey, they smoke just as much weed as them niggers up there. And, and we don't like them niggers. So they from up north niggers. So, yeah, we finna pull them over. I smell something bad. Yeah, get the dog. Come on, Rex. And I really think they wanted to. I bet you, I didn't see the video, but I bet none of them popped off. That's why they didn't say nothing. Oh, and by the way, when y'all see that video, the NBC video, there was a black cop in the thumbnail, so we already know what this was about. But anyway, I'm trying to find this picture. Wait, let me go on Twitter. I saw it on Twitter. Folks, answer me this question. Why are these HBCUs hiring white people to be their presidents and positions of power? I need this explained to me. I already know they're trying to co-opt Howard and turn it into a funnel system. I know they want to turn Howard University into a political, what they call it, incubator. But why are they hiring? Why all these white people all of a sudden? It's bad enough you didn't let white people in to go get a goddamn. You brought them in to go say, oh, yeah, come on, Mr. White Man. It's a lower education. Yeah. We'll treat you like Marissa Tomei in the first season of A Different World. We'll do that for you. Yeah. Like this video. I'll fix it to show you. Oh yeah. He wanted to make what's up, hard talk. Yeah, yes, Black Voltron. He wanted to make sure that, you know, he was on the right side of the blue wall. Hey, guess what, y'all? And after we done, we gonna go down that Bojangles over there on Route 400, and we gonna get I'm by the whole precinct. I'm by the whole precinct foods. What y'all want? Fuck around and end up buying 20 pieces for everyone in their motherfucking family. Man, I just gotta say this before I show y'all this. I love being B1. And again, I'm a reformed coon, so it took me a long time to get to this point. I love it. I ain't going back. I ain't gonna coon no more. I ain't finna coon no more, folk. I can't do this no more. I can't be him no more. I can't be him no more. I can't do it. Me and this nigga were tight for a few years. I can't do it no more. I can't. This nigga got me into too much trouble and got me on the outs with black folks. Can't do that no more. That's my man, though. Mr. Coombs is coming back. Mr. Coombs is coming back. He want to do a report on old. He said he liked the way Clyburn were talking to them black folks last weekend. He want to do a story on it. So be on the lookout for Mr. Coombs. All right, get the hell on. But anyway, folk, we got to play. I got to show you this video, folk. Oh yes, Black Voltron, I debuted a new character. You can check it on the channel, brother. It's called Mr. Coombs. I'm about to work on an intro for that man. I ain't paying him shit. I'm giving him number biscuits. Anyway, look at this. So it says, I would just like to inquire why Saxby's thought it was okay to bring all the white management team to the HBCU and why the HBCU would partner with any organization that doesn't practice diversity in local management. But whatever, nice coffee. Now, I thought first it was Zaxby's and they were, oh Lord, they got the black woman, they got the white woman dancing, they got the fat white woman dancing. Lord have mercy. I see Africans. Now let me stop. I'm assuming. I don't know what school this is. What school is this? Bro, it's somebody said it's student run. Oh, so the students were cooning. All right, say less. These kids will never learn, boy. They'll never learn. You give them the... Oh, look, somebody read me the riot act. They said if you don't go to a HBCU or talk down on HBCU, stay in your predominantly privileged white institutional business. Thanks, management. Okay, sir. Guess what? We're the only ones talking about y'all's HBCUs while y'all floundering, begging Biden for money and student loan forgiveness. But yeah, you're right. You better hope to God the new black media don't stop talking about y'all. Y'all not gonna have a voice anywhere. Got an old woman. I'm trying to find a picture of the white woman they hired. Damn it. I should have had this loaded up. My fault, y'all. I should have had this loaded up. Let me see. HBCU hires white president. Son of a bitch. Damn it. I saw the... I can't. This... B-Zilla, you killing me right now. I can't front though. Bojangles biscuits look hella good, but it's damn Bojangles. Bro, I had Bojangles in Hartsfield Airport. I was hungry. It was the best thing I ever had. That's the best I can say. It's the best thing I ever had. I was hungry. And I was about to jump on a plane. What Hard Talk said. That's the problem. Blacks hate criticism about anything that actually needs correcting in order to do better. I won't say they hate it. I say they've learned not to be receptive to it. Again, it depends on where the source is. Oh, Beezilla, don't tell me that. You a foodie? All right, we're gonna have to do a show. But and this goes back to the Kevin Samuels thing, folk. Okay, I look like shit. It depends on. It's like the Kevin Samuels effect. That's what I'm finna call it. The Kevin Samuels effect. It depends on where you're getting the information from. If it's somebody you like, you'll be receptive to it. If it's not somebody, no, hear what I'm saying, though, brother Hard Talk. If it's someone like Kevin Samuels, they're not gonna want to hear it. If it's somebody like Brittany Renner, they're not gonna want to hear it. If it's somebody like Ayanna Van Zandt, depending on who it is, they're gonna want to hear it. If it's someone like Saweetie or Doja Cat or one of them other idiots, they're gonna want to hear it. We all know Megan Thee Stallion lying, but she got enough people convinced that she's telling the truth. I'm going to get into that Kevin Samuels thing in a second. But especially with this education thing, the HBCUs are predominant women and tethers. We know this. A lot of people don't want to bring this up when it comes to the HBCUs. Even though it is dominated by women and tethers, ask yourself this question. Who made the most noise for HBCUs the past 2 years? I'm going to see if somebody in the chat can figure that out. Again, here's the question. Even though HBCUs are dominated by women and tethers, name me the person who's made the most noise for HBCUs in the past 2 years. Mm-hmm. And this brother is not a feminized cuck. Deion Sanders has brought more attention to the HBCUs in the past 2 years than anybody else. The new black media has brought more attention to HBCUs than anybody else. What's happening, main one? What's happening? And I'm going to say the white supremacist name, but Donald Trump brought more attention to the HBCUs in 5 years than anybody else did, even our own people. Now, I'm not giving him all the credit. I'm not doing that. He did what he did. Facts to him. I still got my issues with Trump. It is what it is. But I want to keep it within the 2-year gap. Deion Sanders and the new black media brought so much attention to the HBCUs that problems like they're facing now at Howard, they just closed Lincoln University. This Delaware State. Oh, Hard Talk, we gonna talk. Or we can talk about that. You know what? We can have a show about that. I'm not on that bandwagon that he a racist. He a bigot. He not a racist. He a bigot. But that's fine. I'd rather deal with a bigot I know than a racist I don't. Because I can choose how to deal with a bigot. A racist, they'll lie to your face and think they're like your best ally and then screw you over later. At least Trump will tell you, I like black people, just certain black people. I ain't with all you. I'd rather he tell me that. But you and I can have that show. Deion Sanders, based off his name and what he accomplished down in Jackson State, got his team on ESPN. I ain't talking about none of the offshoots. I'm talking about main ESPN. Do you know how hard that is for HBCU? Do you think them fools wanted to go down to Mississippi? Go see that man. Go see that man play. Man, Jesus Christ. Man, I'm doing my show right now. Go get to see your mama. I can't open this right now. Go to your mama. Oh, kids. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes. Do you know how hard it is to get an HBCU on main ESPN? The fact that he was doing so much good business, they put Howard's basketball team on ESPN. Had a top 5 recruit come out of that program that got drafted. How many kids? Yes, sir. Daddy daycare alert. You know how many kids, black athletes said, you know what? I'm fixing to go to HBCU. Yeah, I'm not going to go to Alabama. I'm going to go to Alabama A&T. Nah, I'm not going to go play for the Tar Heels. I'm going to go play for A&T. I'm not going to go play for the U. I'm going to go play for A&M. You got to respect it. They don't like that. Especially now with these NILs coming out. A black school. I say it because of that. But a black school in charge of a black student's likeness. Getting that money put into the school. They don't like that. So now they're trying. Y'all ran around talking about, oh, Biden's gonna take care of them HBCUs. He gonna take care of them. I done exposed that already. He claims he found $3 billion in windfall money from the American Rescue Plan. Do you think those HBCUs got that $3 billion? No. Because if they did, Lincoln University would not be shuttering its doors. Did y'all know that he rejected Trump's permanent funding? He stopped it. Now look what happened. Trump signs that legislation, right? Cool. HBCUs start thriving. They're making money. They're getting quality students again. They're competing with the PWIs. You're getting Hall of Fame talent going to these schools, willing to take on these kind of responsibilities. You think Deion Sanders wants to go out there in Mississippi in that hot ass sun, that humidity, with his aging health, to go coach students, even though his son is on the team? You think he wants to do that? You don't think he wants to sit home and relax? He putting in not only time on the field, but off the field as an analyst, raising kids, going through what he went through with Pilar. You don't think he earned the rest? But he loves football so much, he decided to take that job and got that job mainstream. They did a reality show with that man He has players in the NFL right now. They don't like that. I'm talking about the PWIs. They don't like that. The worst thing for a PWI or any one of these NCAA schools is to have a student commit and then downgrade. Like if they decommit to Alabama and say they're going to Tennessee, okay, that makes news on ESPN. Oh, if someone like Jason Kidd said, okay, you know what? I'm not going to California. I'm going to go play in Texas. Okay, he's a top recruit. That's going to make some waves. Not that significant. Or, okay, what did I name? Kevin Durant said, okay, I'm not going to Texas. You know what? I don't want to play in Texas. I'm going to stay home and play in Maryland. Okay. They'll make some waves. He was a top talent. That's going to make some waves. Okay. It's a story on ESPN. Do you understand this man, Deion Sanders, had enough talent, enough cachet, enough charisma to convince top athletes to leave programs that these NFL teams covet, your Alabamas, USC, UCLA, Oklahoma, the whole damn SEC, ACC, Big Ten. He told these students and their mamas and their daddies, I will get the best out of your son. Drops the rings on the table. I got 5. Or is it 4? 5, 4, 3, whatever. I got Super Bowls. If your son dedicates to me, I can get him in the NFL. He wins Super Bowls. And you'll have a black coach. And I bet you he probably told them this too. Your son will have a black coach. He'll have a father figure to look up to for 4 years. Or 3 years if he decides to leave early. They don't like that. What does this have to do with black women? Black women, y'all need to start thinking like that. When it comes to the education side of it, y'all need to start talking to your daughters like that. Good afternoon, Sister Rashana. Black women, y'all need to start thinking like that. They target y'all because y'all don't care. I'm just going to flat out say it. This is my Kevin Samuels mode now. They target y'all because they know you don't care. This is a generalization, so don't get pissed off at me if you be one. I know who cares and I know who don't. I need all of y'all to listen to it because I need the B1s and the ones on code to go relay this message to the sisters because I know you know damn well they ain't going to listen to me because I'm a man. I'm giving y'all the game. Y'all need to sell to our daughters and your nieces and your cousins. These politicians, these corporations, these banks, these car companies, all these assholes putting out commercials catered to y'all, all these movie companies and TV show companies catering to y'all, they don't care about you. They care about your wallet. If your wallet is straight, they done their job. We're in the middle of a bad supply chain right now. We're in the middle of inflation. And black women are still out here acting like everything is peachy keen. That's what they want. They don't want y'all vulnerable. I'm going to say that again. They don't want y'all vulnerable. I just told you, Megan Good, they propped her up for that Amazon show. That show tanked. She still got paid. Her life good. Like I said, she left her husband for Arabian battle rapper. Her life good. She still get mentioned. Y'all's Jodie Turner Smith did that stupid photo shoot with her husband where she's naked. Y'all talked about it. She good. She still got her money. That coontress, Vivica Fox, ran her mouth on Kevin Samuels. She's still working. She good. All these black women, y'all, they prop up from the entertainment, the sports, what do you call it? Hollywood, the business sector who are off code. They prop them up and y'all retweet their bullshit. Y'all fancy yourselves off of their bullshit. And y'all think that's what life is like. When the rest of us are out here telling you this shit is not sweet. There's some serious shit going on out here. Y'all need to get down here with us on the geopolitical and socioeconomic plane. This is where the fight is right now. But y'all want to stay over there in Olympus. Cool. Guess what? Olympus fell as well. Dark Skin Brothers, she got a show coming out. That's why she talking. Angela Yee, when she did that show with Mano, she got a show coming out. Shout out to Beatzilla for that. I didn't even know that. She got all these black women. Angela Yee ain't black, by the way, but all these black women you're seeing coming out talking real spicy. They got something on the back burner ready to go. Vivica's doing a TV show down here. Shout out to Man Robinson. Shout out to that man. I support him. He's a black filmmaker. Shout out to him. He casted her in the show. But she got the nerve to say that. Yet, we can look at her history. She got played by 50. Well, I should say she got curved by 50. She had that show Face the Truth. I don't even understand why she brought Tommy Sotomayor on there. She should have known what was going to happen. And not only brought that man on the show and tried to read him the riot act, not only did he stand tall on that, the chick he was beefing with that they also brought on the show ended up on his side. He got all 4 or 5 women on that panel told and turned the audience against the hosts. When's the last time we saw that, folks? A guest turns an audience against the host. I don't even see her doing the alopecia wigs anymore. I don't even see her pushing that out. Somebody said it. Black Voltron said it. She probably got the bag from Massa. I feel you, Black Voltron. I cut, y'all know me, I cut him off, but I get it. But I got to give that man his flowers on that. I ain't never seen that before. My point is this. y'all are propping up the wrong people. And it's at a point now, you have nobody else positive right now that's getting the support. Who's the last person positive y'all propped up? I'll go down the recent list. Y'all went out there and y'all propped up. And I was guilty of this too. When Nicki Minaj went after Joy Reid, we all propped her up. The next week, she went right back to cooning. We got burned on that. Okay. Most of FBAs, I'm sure, would love to tell me that's what you get for messing with the tether. That's fine. I'll take that L. I will take that. We propped up Tamika Mallory. Now, I didn't prop her up. I peeped game from her, and thank God for the new black media and B1. Thank God I caught on to that, and I saw the signs. Because when she got viral, I said there was something off about this chick. And I did my research, and as soon as I saw the name Al Sharpton, I said, no. No. She going in. She going right in the trash where she belongs. And here we are 2 years later, ran off the block. But she didn't get run off the block yet, folks. She apparently is going to be in New York City on July 23rd with Van Jones and Gayle King and some other coons talking about social justice reform and criminal justice reform and all them trick bag language agendas that have nothing to do with us. I talked with my wife. We might be going back home then. I'll keep y'all posted. She wants to go see family. I might get into some good twubber. We'll see. Okay, so we went through Vivica, Nicki, Tamika. They propped up Amanda Gorman, folks. But I think enough of them saw that she was a trick bag as well, because it's a problem when you see a whole bunch of white people propping her up. Shout out to Jason Black for that masterful performance breakdown of her inauguration poem that he did on that broadcast. Quasi Black Star, who? Amanda Gorman? You forgot about her? Folk, how do y'all forget about Amanda Gorman with the smile, folk? How did y'all forget her? Y'all could not have forgotten her, folk. Come on, folk. Folk, you did not forget her. This chick. Yeah, come on, folk. Let me push her forward, folk. Let me push her forward. We need to get all this. This chick, the chick who was invited by Jill Biden herself to speak and do her poem at Biden's inauguration, who Jason Black masterfully told us that she was just out there talking and didn't say a word, blood. You're right. He should have given her the business, but here's the thing. Kevin knew what was going to happen. He didn't want the Barbies after him. He didn't want the Barbies after him. That's why. B-Zilla, you ain't shit. Look at her face and see nothing but a horn of Africa. You ain't shit. Oh, when Jason Black showed that video of her meeting Lin-Manuel Miranda, boy, and she was cheesing blood. By the way, where is Amanda Gorman these days? I'm asking for a friend. And you are all my friends. Where is she? We haven't heard a peep from her in a year. Know why? Shout out to Jason Black. We ran her off the block. Oh yes. Shout out to 3. Yes, sir. Yes, Blackwell. Eat your muffin. Hey, give me the thing one more time. Say it loud though.
She got the chip.
I'll eat your muffin. Get away from me. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Can you say B1? Can you say B1? Right. Can you say B1? Huh? Right. Dr. Crest is B1. Can you say D1?
Cool.
I know we don't like cool, but can you say B1?
She got the chip.
All right, cut the check. All right, hold on. I still gotta. Bye. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you. Okay. Children. That's what you got to fight for, folks. We got to fight for them. So what was I saying? Amanda Gorman, yes. Ran her out. She ain't even on there. She with the white feminists now. So I'm pretty sure in a couple years when she older, she gonna try to, I said that for Black Voltron and then over there in Cleveland and all that. When they get older, they can't use her again, brother. Dog skin brother, they can't use her again. They can't. Only when they want to push swirling. Y'all want to laugh real fast? Oh, I know y'all want to laugh real fast. I got something for y'all. But let me finish off Amanda Gorman and these chicks. Yeah, we ran her off. She gets no love over here. If anybody saw my masterful production yesterday, I'm sorry for the ending of it, but I mistakenly did the silence detection on it and it cut a lot of things up. That's why it sounds a little choppy, but that Afeni X chick, you can look her up on Instagram, Afeni X. So already she was disrespectful using the name of two of our greats. But her name is Red is Ari, Reddisari on Twitter. She tried to go the Tamika Mallory route. The worst thing for her was for me to find out she existed and find out the fact that she never shut down her social media. Because the things I found in that video, folk, after this is done, go watch that video. I went in on her. She is another tether. And she's from my neck of the woods. She's Jamaican and Kenyan. So we say this. She's done. I'm surprised she hasn't blocked me yet, but I sent her the video, so. Here's Black Voltron. I saw you banging on her yesterday. But again, black women, that's who they're going to send out there to talk for y'all. Those flunkies, they're going to send them out. All of a sudden now. By the way, that thing I told you about on the 23rd of July, yeah, Gayle King's going to be there too. She's confirmed. This is going to be fun. I definitely might be looking up plane tickets after I get off this show. I might have to go get into some good twubba. The only problem is I'm not going to look like them black people at the Clyburn Fish Fry with them cops. I'm going to be getting let out by NYPD and they ready to beat a nigga. But I'm willing to take that risk. Because let there not be a mic for questions. I'm going to have a lot of questions. I know they're going to allow one, but I'm definitely about reparations. Because I know Tamika Mallory, she real wishy-washy on that. But we going to leave that alone. Stacey Abrams, they going to put her up on there. She's starting to talk again. She just came out. I just got an alert on my phone, ladies and gentlemen, about y'all Stacey Abrams. Apparently, she over there colluding with old Rob Manfred about the voting in Georgia. Because if everybody remember during the election cycle, she was yelling about voter suppression, running out there like the good mammy that she is. Oh, I envision getting dragged out or they cutting the mic off. I envision it. And I will say my name is Kid Gravity. I'm not going to use my government. I want them to know it's me. But anyway, yeah, Stacey out there and her flunkies talking about, oh, it's voter suppression. Black people can't vote. I destroyed her on that too. I told her, listen, I'm down here in Georgia. I know how much a sandwich and a gallon of water costs at Kroger's. $6. If you're going to tell me you can't afford $6 to go stand on the line for a couple hours to go vote, I don't want to hear nothing from you. Because they say, oh, you can't electioneer, you can't pass out water. Yeah. Imagine if the Republicans were doing that. I guarantee you wouldn't be saying that. Imagine if you saw when Trump went to go vote, he was passing out MAGA hats and $10 bills. All you progressives, all you liberals, and all you goddamn CNN watchers and MSNBC and all left publications would be having panels up the wazoo talking about how this was illegal and he need to be thrown out and impeached. Which would have been then the second time. But when y'all want to do it, everything is cool. So she lied about that. Her man got in. Okay, cool. Say less. They confronted her about it. And this is when I knew the news was starting to turn on not only y'all, but the Democratic Party. They asked her about it. She tried to say, and this was 6 months later. She did that back in September. This was in March. She sat there and lied, folks. Or March or May. But she sat there and lied and said she never said that. She never said that. She said she never said there was no voter suppression, folks. She said this out of her mouth. And I have to give him credit. The black MAGA dude, Anthony Brian Logan, I got to give him credit. He had the video. He showed both videos. No, was it him? No, I'm sorry. The white boy, liberal hive mind. He had the video. He put it together. The one in September and then the one where she lied. I got to give him his credit. That lie cost Atlanta upwards to $100 million because Atlanta lost the MLB All-Star game in the draft. Now, I'm sure they probably got some of it back because the Braves won the title. But imagine what that $100 million could have done with Atlanta. The amount of parties that would have been down here that week. I work in the restaurant business. People were gearing up from, January. I heard about the All-Star game. They were already planning parties. The place I worked at was gearing up for that influx of people that were going to be there. Because even though the stadium's all the way in Cobb County, most people were going to stay in Atlanta and just drive over or take buses over. The city could have used that influx of cash. But because she ran her mouth and lied, we all got affected on it. But this is who y'all are telling us need to go be Kemp. I'm telling you now, Beatzilla can verify this. Black Voltron can verify this. And I'm sure Dark Skin Brother can verify this. I've said on many occasions, if Stacey gets in as governor, if you live in Georgia, you got to start thinking about moving. Because we're going to be done down here. She's catering to the AAPI and the LGBT and them white liberals. She doesn't give a damn about us. She never had, never would. She only cared about black folks because she knew she had to somehow try to wash that white vote so she could bring the Asians in, but make it still look like we were the ones that got Biden over. I did the broadcast where I showed the exit polls and I showed the article where the AAPI representatives that live about 40 minutes down south from me are talking about, yeah, she was with us. She's been on our radio for a decade telling us what's going on in that Golden Dome, aka the Capitol building in Atlanta by I-20. We know what's going on. We coming. The woman said this in the article. NBC published it. We are coming. And I told y'all, the worst image Atlanta could ever have is a mayor that is AAPI. They can deal with the white one. They can deal with that. They can chalk it up to the South. You get somebody Hispanic and you get somebody Asian in that seat, Atlanta is done. You can never call it a black bastion ever again. That's the same thing they did to DC. They started pushing everybody out, making things way unaffordable. Got all them transplants in there. Used to be called Chocolate City. Now it's called Swirl City. DC ain't even DC no more. The blackest part of DC is Sophie's. You want to find a good bastion of black people, you got to go to PG County. That's a goddamn shame. You black women, y'all better wake up. They using y'all as a crash test dummies. When the shit fails and black empowerment fails, if it ever does, they're going to blame you. They're not going to blame us. Because when they try to blame black men, we're going to be the ones that say, listen, here's your evidence. Here's Jason Black. Here's Tariq. Here's Professor Black Truth. Here's Kid Gravity. Here's Afro Elite. Here's Black Alpha Network. Here's Beatzilla PDX. Here's Black Voltron. Here's Great Black Shark. Here's TJ Curry. Here's African Diaspora News. Umar. Who else? David Carroll, God rest his soul. Here's Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul. Here's for lack of a better term, here's the Black Manosphere. Who else? Here's God damn it. Here's Sincere to Love God. Here's Jesus Christ. Here's all the Twitter spaces with black men leading it, talking about what's going on in the communities and actually having productive conversations. Here's the black right, which they're going to start calling that now. Here's all them black Republicans they started calling coons and all that. Yeah, they say a coon messenger 98% of the time, but here's the 2% where they were actually on code somewhat. Here's Marcel Dixon. Here's Pastor Somerville out in California. Here's Dr. Kaba, Sebi. All these black men talking about what's going on in the community. So don't come with that BS on us. Black women, who y'all gonna use? That they're gonna know. Who you gonna use? No shots. Who y'all gonna use? Who's gonna be that authoritative voice that is she was for black women? Who? There's plenty of sisters in the new black media that talk like we talk. Plenty of them. They don't respect them, though. Look what they do with ZZ at A to Z TV. Flagging her because she was talking real stuff. Queen Amadaya, yes. Great voice. Y'all not propping her up. And I'm not talking about the B1 sisters here. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the mainstream black chicks. Y'all don't prop her up. And she does great content. Taisha Essex does great content. Y'all they don't prop her up. Nycteegurl who's with Sincere, they don't prop her up. Divine Stargate, they don't prop her up. And she brings real shit on Instagram. They don't prop her up. And she has a channel on here, but they don't prop her up. Damn it. I'm going to say it. Y'all not gonna like it. Even that chick, Vicky Dillard, yes. Lioness Crown, yes. R. Kathy, she don't really make videos anymore, but when she did, she used to get flagged to hell. D. Tubman, shout out to D, but she just really be reposting stuff. I mean, she will be a pillar of the new black media because she does make sure that everybody gets the message. But I'm talking about in terms of content creators. Six the Goddess, yes. All Vicky, Nicole's View, thank you. Keep naming them. Then the mainstream don't prop them up. They don't. The worst thing for mainstream America was when Tariq went on Tucker Carlson. That was the worst thing that could have happened to him. Straight no chaser. Thank you. I'm going to say that again. When Tariq went and talked to Tucker Carlson, that was the worst thing that ever happened to white media. Because once he went on there, he cracked that door open. I'm going to say it. Tariq don't go see Tucker. Roland Martin probably does not know about Jason Black. He'll just chalk him up to another troll. Tariq does not go on there. Umar does not show up on the Breakfast Club. Tariq don't go see Tucker. The Breakfast Club don't start bringing on intellectuals, real intellectuals. They would still be bringing on stupid ass rappers all day. They wouldn't be bringing up people like Black Sands Entertainment. They wouldn't be bringing up, what's his name? I forget his name. I'm sorry about it. I don't listen to their content, but they brought up one of the elders up there. They don't bring up Claude Anderson. And, you know, probably Charlemagne probably didn't have it. He didn't have his Yukon, you know, that chocolate drink that tastes like biscuits, Yukon, and with the yellow around it. I think that's what they call it, right? Yukon, the one, the chocolate milk drink with the yellow wrapper, Yukon. It tastes like biscuits. Anyway, you come back again. Yes. What's up? I don't have any balloons. Go to your mama, please. Thank you so much. Jesus. Yeah, Yukon. He don't show up there. Dr. Claude Anderson he doesn't register with goddamn teenagers. I know teenagers now that bring up Dr. Claude Anderson. And I got grown people that never heard of this man. Yes, sir. When Tariq went to go see Laura Ingraham. Yes. Tariq don't break that door down. Sister Shahrazad Ali does not go see Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew don't call her up. And she low-key shaded Larry Elder while she was on the show, but we're gonna say that for another day. I might have a private live stream where we watch that. But this is what I mean. I'll say it like this. I analyze things like this. If they would have brought one of our B1 sisters up there, the new black meat, as the first person to see how much they can control us and see what the message is, we wouldn't have had new black media would not have as big a voice as it does right now. And again, this is no shade on the sisters because the sisters do great content, but more people would not have been receptive to go look up and really listen to what these sisters are saying. They would have just listened to them because they cute. And sisters, that's a big problem with y'all. A lot of y'all do great content, but a lot of people consume female content because the woman is cute. I'm going to bring her up. Yes, he did go to Rock Newman as well. Tria Logic. Now, she went in on Candace Owens and she talked to the arch fiend of white supremacy, Richard Spencer, when a lot of dudes did not want to talk to him. She only really got over because of the Candace Owens thing, and she cute. I'm going to say it. She was a Trump supporter, somewhat. She's a beautiful dark-skinned woman, and she was willing to push the envelope by talking to white supremacy. And she built a nice little channel off of that. Shout out to her for that. Everybody got to get in where they fit in. But imagine if she was the arbiter of black media in this age, we wouldn't be succeeding where we are right now. And sisters, this should be encouraging for y'all as well. Notice now who they're starting to bring out on the female side that's black to try to steer the conversation away. And I have to give y'all flowers on that. Because that ain't for us. Because we already killed that noise. Y'all not going to bring some cute chick out here to try to act like they're talking for us and then add some other BS into it. We have a lot of on-code sisters right now that are talking that real stuff. Now they're bringing out all these black women, especially these, what they call it? Octopus chicks. I can't say that word because I get in trouble. These octopus chicks, the half and halves. They bringing them out there now, putting them up with they natural hair or natural extensions, and trying to act like they part of new black media. And we checked that paperwork. We're like, no, sir. I checked that paperwork yesterday. With that, what her name? Antonia Hilton. Oh, I checked her paperwork yesterday. Beatzilla will tell you. I was in the comment section. I checked her paperwork. She ain't with us. Her auntie is that coon Soledad O'Brien, so I already know what she about. I need the sisters. This is for y'all. I need y'all to cut this part out. Send it to D. Tubman. Let her put this up. That is true. Thank you, Black Voltron. That is true. After Jason came out with Race War and saw how much attention he got for talking to Richard Spencer, she went to go talk to that man. And Jared Taylor. Yes, sir. Matter of fact, I think she just her last upload was Jared Taylor. But I need y'all to cut this part out for the sisters. I'm telling you, somebody cut it out and send it to D. Tubman and tell her to put this up. Black women who are on code, it is time for y'all to stand in solidarity and have a goddamn press conference, and y'all need to start calling out these chicks that are not adequate representatives of you. It's high time. Y'all got to come outside and do that. Don't give me the bullshit that it's, oh, that's cis life and let cis do what they want, or why y'all policing black women. We're trying to help y'all. Megan Thee Stallion is not y'all's representative. Ayanna Van Zant is not y'all's representative. If that's who y'all gonna prop up and say, yeah, this is her, this is who we gonna push out front as our representative, you already lost the war. Y'all want to play the game? Let's play the game. How many of y'all put up Angela Bassett? See, y'all only pull her out when she's in something big in Hollywood, like Black Panther. Oh, remember now, she only got into y'all's Twitter feeds and in y'all's mentions and y'all's tweets, because she ended up in Black Panther. And, you know, for a 60-year-old woman, God, I still give it to her. Anyway, for her being in her 60s, she on crack. Her hair was immaculate. That skin was, I look at everything. Anyway, she been in a relationship with the same man for over 20 years with kids, never had a problem. You don't hear nothing come out of Angela Bassett. Nothing negative. Y'all don't prop her up every day. Lupita started as a production assistant in Hollywood, got into 12 Years a Slave. Yeah, they took her top off because, of course, they had to do that. But she made strides. She's arguably one of the biggest actresses in Hollywood. She's about to be in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. She's going to have the King's kid. That's alleged. She out there doing workout videos now. Beautiful dark-skinned sister. How come I'm on Twitter and I don't see y'all propping her up? At least on Instagram, she has her Instagram, so whenever she posts a video, I'll see it. But how come y'all not propping up her on Instagram? We y'all ashamed? Are y'all ashamed of positive role models? Is that what it is? See, y'all can post up videos of somebody going viral saying something positive, but y'all can't put up a video of somebody being positive most of the time. This is why I said y'all need to have y'all's press conference. Y'all need to call that out. That's a detriment to your image. Y'all were 2 years ago propping up old Gavin Newsom for signing the Crown Act, which I explained to y'all was a trick bag. For those who didn't hear that show, let me repeat it. The Crown Act was supposed to protect y'all in corporate America and the workforce from being discriminated against your hair. So you'll have an opportunity. You want to wear your bangs or your Bantu knots or your natural hair that God gave you. Not Cesar Borgia. We're talking about the higher power. I still don't know who that motherfucker is. But that was supposed to protect you from being discriminated against. Okay, fine. Black women, do you understand? Shout out to Brother Torian Rain. Salute to that brother. Make sure you go follow his channel and subscribe. Tell him Kid Gravity sent you. He should be doing a live stream tomorrow. So be sure to get up in there. And if y'all do donate to that brother, please don't donate in the super chats, man. Get that brother all 100% of the proceeds. Do the PayPal or the Cash App, please. Thank you. All right, well, like I was saying. Damn, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yes, the Crown Act. Thank you, Black Voltron. You reminded me about the Bangs. Y'all got a protection. You got a whole website. You got a whole movement talking about, yeah, we're going to be able to wear our natural hair. Okay, great. Black women, do y'all realize that the reason why the Crown Act got signed was not because of y'all? I'm going to say that again. Black women, the Crown Act, or what I like to call the BS Crown Act, was not signed into California and New York and I believe Illinois law because of y'all. Unfortunately, that's what the Democrats wanted you to think. But unfortunately for y'all, the image that circulated the world that outraged so many people that got social media in an uproar, who made the referee hide in disgust and disgrace, was because of this young brother right here. Yes, sir. We all remember this story if you're B1. Andrew Johnson, a wrestler in New Jersey, was on his way to the championship match. They told that brother, your dreads are too long. If you do not get rid of them, you will forfeit your match and the championship. And begrudgingly, the brother had this white woman that you see on the screen cut his hair to a length appropriate so he can not only wrestle his match, but beat the white boy and win the championship. And by the way, his mom is Hispanic and was off code, because she made it about her, not her son. Jason Black also did a massive full broadcast about that. But yes, black women, they love y'all so much that y'all's act that was specifically tailored to you needed a half black young man to push it over the top, to get people enough in a tizzy to sign that into law. That's how much they care about you. They care about y'all so much. That bullshit state law that they signed doesn't even help you. You're probably asking yourself, what does that mean? Let me explain it to you. The BS Crown Act, ladies and gentlemen, that's to benefit white women. Oh, that's right. I'm going to go there. It benefits non-black women. Oh, yes, I'm going to go there. Because, again, this is what I told y'all before. Y'all don't play down here in that geopolitical and socioeconomic realm with a lot of us. That's where the action is. When y'all go to Jason Black's channel on Saturdays and Sundays, that's what he talks about. When y'all go listen to Professor Black Truth, that's what he's talking about. It may sound foreign to you. You got to listen. You got to study. You got to go do research. When you research, that stuff will be very, very easy to consume. I've been doing this since high school. When Jason talks about politics stuff, he puts up the information. I go look for it for myself, and I go into it, and I look through it. There's always a hidden message somewhere. That BS Crown Act, that press conference he did, Gavin Newsom did, and that mammy dancing and hopping up on stage in her flats, in her heels, with her mask on, acting like he did something impressive. Y'all sat there and watched that man sign legislation to protect white women in corporate America, protect Asian women in corporate America, protect Hispanic women in corporate America. And dare I say, protect the biracials in corporate America. See, I already peeped the game. I come from New York, folks. The public sector done already allowed people to wear whatever they want on the job. MTA, you could go on one of the buses. You could see a chick with rainbow hair. You think they give a damn? They just need to know you could do the job. Who had to be the ones to be the crash test dummies for that? Us. You knew brothers had dreads, twists, flat tops, Caesars, low Caesars, dark Caesars, light Caesars, We had any type of haircut imaginable. The goddamn goatees, the thick beards. They tried to regulate us in the public sector. What did we do? We showed them our hair don't affect our job performance. We're the brothers out there doing the extra hours, taking the extra shifts. When the shit is snowing, they're putting the snow tires on the buses. We're out there fixing the buses, working on the trains, making sure that people get home safe every day. And they said, hey, you know what? Their hair really is inconsequential. You come back again? Ma'am, go give that to your mama, please. They needed black men to be the flunkies to see how far they'll allow black identity in white spaces. And we excelled beyond the call of duty that we didn't even sign up for. So, of course, they said, okay, everybody can go do it. Just as long as your nails are clean. Was that like the fourth one? Black Voltron? But now, like I said, black women can wear their natural hair. They can be bald headed. They can wear rainbow weaves. They can have buzz cuts, styles. They don't care as long as you show up and do your job. But y'all screamed in corporate America talking about they're discriminating against my hair. I remember the story of the chick talking about I went to go work at Barney's and they saw how my hair was, and a month later they said that, it's not regulation. And then she was like, oh, well, y'all didn't tell me that. I'm like, wait a minute. They gave you a handbook. It's in there. But they wanted to throw you out. But all that law did was just protect non-black chicks. Because we know non-black players, especially them white girls, love playing with management. We're exactly Black Voltron. We're the ones that they look at the performance. They look at everybody else for the image. You go to a law office. Let me ask y'all this. I know a lot of y'all on code, but y'all go to a law office, right? And you're sitting in a conference room. I know for all of us, we'd prefer the black lawyer because they could uniquely understand where we're coming from. So I think a lot of us would prefer to have the black lawyer. But let's just say a non-black person walks into that office, right? They put him in the conference room, give him the coffee and everything. How do you think they're going to react if they see between seeing a black woman or black man wearing everything natural as opposed to a white woman or a non-black woman with blonde and red in her hair? Who do you think they're going to have more of a problem with? That's right. They're going to have more of a problem with us. Just because we look so. Remember, they used to say our hair was unkept. White girl come in with frizzy hair, they don't give a fuck. That's style to them. But this is what I be. Y'all got to start calling this stuff out. And that's for everything. From the hair to the symbolism to who y'all propping up as y'all as your voices to the goddamn the way y'all vote. It's bad enough y'all starting to let the lesbians talk for y'all. That's a mistake. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all allow that to fester, you're done. Hetero, straight black men. They're already attacking y'all right now with this womb surgeries. Talking about something they gonna put wombs in men. It's bad enough now. They got the government's starting to have a problem now. They don't want to tell you this. They starting to have they starting to see a whole bunch of problems with these black transsexuals running through white girl sports. They already have a problem with it. There's been lawsuits filed all over the country, and best believe when the Republicans get in November, they're going to take every single one of those lawsuits seriously. And they know you guys are so much of a flunky. When they start banning these black trans athletes, y'all going to be the first ones outside talking about how this is wrong. I need black female society to get outside. Those are on code, and those that are near the middle on the code side. I need y'all to get outside. I don't care who you designate to talk for y'all, as long as she's on code. Y'all want to go get Erica Lachey? Fine. Y'all want to go bring out Shahrzad Ali? Make sure she's comfortable. Bring her outside. I don't care who. Make sure they on code. That's my only thing. But she got to be out there, and she got to advocate for y'all, the ones that are doing the things right. Y'all need to have that press conference. I told y'all. Y'all had that press conference, I will be down front with the donation box. I will work for y'all. I will be working the grill. I will make the hamburgers for y'all. I'll do whatever y'all need me to do. Y'all need me to live stream it? I will live stream it. I will do interviews. I need to see the effort. Y'all claim up and down, y'all need brothers to protect you. We're willing to protect you. But we also have this little thing in our heads that you women never seem to want to respect. And that's we have a filter. We're not going to waste our energy protecting someone that is not worthy of it. And I know y'all don't like hearing that. And y'all seen this. When y'all attack B1 and B1 sisters, we come out in force. When they tried to drag Kanisha Taught You for what she was saying online, we came out in force. We shut that shit down. We started getting Twitter pages cut out. That's what being on code means. When ZZ was getting trolled by all them idiots on TikTok, we came outside and said, sis, we with you. We stand with you. That's power being on code. Vicky just left Fly Nubian Queens. She gonna need y'all support. She got to go build up her channel now. She got to go build up her presence again. How many of y'all gonna go out there and help her out? Y'all know my hashtag, B1 over everyone. If it ain't black first, fuck you. Straight like that. It's time. Black women, it's time. Stop. Y'all gotta. I'm gonna be Kevin Samuels now, but I'm gonna be raw with it. Y'all gotta stop fucking around. Enough is enough now. We can't move consistently. Y'all right now, y'all are treating B1 society and black men, y'all are treating us like the protector But we have to keep watching you. We can't watch what's coming around the corner. We have to keep checking back to make sure you're still there. And that's detrimental to us because we can't see the enemy. I'm not saying y'all not picking up a gun, but y'all got to be with us to be able to see the enemy first and protect our six. We need y'all there. We want to stand with y'all. Right now, they're vice gripping us out of everything. I don't think y'all understand what the hell is going on out here. They've already told you your degrees don't mean shit. You're coming out of this pandemic. You're worse off than you were before it happened. Y'all coveted coveted middle management jobs are going back to white women who spent the pandemic padding up their resumes going back to school. While y'all was out here partying. I'm not saying all of y'all, but they know who I'm talking about. B1 chicks knew what the game was. They made sure to fortify themselves because most of them had families and people they had to go answer to. So they didn't have time to fuck around out here. But all them off-code sisters and all them sisters out there thinking that life is a goddamn game, they could just play all day and then somebody gonna save them. That time is over. Y'all want a better example? Go on Twitter and TikTok right now and see how them white boys are treating y'all right now. Beatzilla played the video last night. I'm sure Black Voltron and everybody else saw the video. I have it on my Twitter. Them white boys are treating our women like dog shit. After we told y'all for years, they treat y'all like dog shit. Y'all are a fetish to them. But y'all more worried about us with these non-black chicks. I done told y'all. Let them save yourself black men niggas, them manosphere niggas, leave them alone. They'd rather go beef with the goddamn divestors than beef with y'all. Leave them the fuck alone. Let them have it. They're servicing a need. Because if I'm just gonna say it right here, if the black manosphere was not there, the divestment bullshit would be on 100 right now. We would have way more goddamn feminists and swirlers on our necks if it wasn't for the black manosphere. They're serving a purpose. They are the filter. They're stopping most of the divestment, and the ones that get through, they're already weakened. They come through, we shut them down. This is why the likes of people like Cynthia G and the Pink Pill and all them other idiots over there, they don't show up on goddamn Twitter because they know what's going to happen. Chad Wheeler exposed, shout out to Black Voltron for that. Chad Wheeler exposed the fuck out of them. Lawrence Smith Fields was the biggest L they've ever taken. Not because she died, but the lack of support that she got from that side, the silence was deafening. Only us, we were the only ones that brought attention to it. And you know us in the new black media, we don't like swirling. You know that. Y'all want to play y'all feminist games? That's fine. Go ahead. Stay away from us. You think we're trying to police y'all what's between your legs? Fine. Stay away from us. Y'all want to go shit on Kevin Samuels' grave? Fine. Go do that. Stay away from us. If y'all thought he was the problem, that just confirms for me y'all don't know what the hell's going on out here. Your shirt is pretty. Right. Now, can you please go back to your mama? Grab your water and go back to your mama, please. I'm fighting for her. Y'all need to wake up. Me preferably, I'd rather y'all have it in Atlanta. Let y'all's. This is what I want. All right. Before I get out of here, this is what I want to see at the press conference. Number one, I need to see female businesses out there. That's what I need. I don't give a damn if you sell shoelaces. I need to see 80% of the black female businesses out there. And I need to see black women patronizing it. Don't be going up there asking for no discounts. All sales final, goddamn. You sell t-shirts, you sell organized pieces, you sell self-defense. I ain't know about the guns, because you might need a permit for that. But you sell jewelry, whatever. I need to see tables of black women out there. You niggas can have 20% of the tables, but y'all got to make sure y'all have a black woman running that table. When we coming out there talking about I'm for business and bussy, I don't want to hear none of that. Take that bullshit somewhere else. Not that day. So number one, I need to see black female businesses out there. 8%. Number two, I need that dais of speakers. Every one of them got to be vetted and every one of them got to be on code. Don't be coming out there trying to sell me on some LGBT bullshit. Don't come out there try to sell me on student loan debt. Don't come out there try to sell me on that, BLM crap. Don't sell me on that. Because I will be the dickhead to cut off the speaker and steal the shit. I will do it. I'm that much of a dick. When I get that flyer, I better not see people like Tamika Mallory or Gayle King on there. Y'all better. Man. I catch y'all bringing one of them rappers over there. I will steal the speakers. I will do it. My shit will look like kids' car, or look like Play's car from House Party. I'm not playing. That day got to be serious. Black Voltron, yeah, I know. I'm pissed. They owe me $70, so it's all good. But I'm black down here, so I'm keeping that in my pocket. I mean, damn if they're gonna tell me I can't. Where your permit at? I'm like, I thought y'all didn't need it down here. They're like, well, we need it for you, nigga. All right, say less. Here, the fuck out of my face. Anyway, okay, so we got black businesses led by black women, and I need the days to be B1 sisters. Number 3, and this is important. There's to be no cursing there. And it's not because y'all not late. It's not ladylike. I need the younger females there. I need the 18 and unders there. I need the goddamn 2-year-olds there. I need all these black females to hear this message. We're at the point right now where a message like that has to hit everybody. It can't be filtered. It's got to be heard raw and uncut without cursing and provocative language. Y'all love y'all stats so much, I need y'all to bring the stats. And my 4th requirement for this conference, we'll call it the Conscious Conference. When it's all said and done, I need black women, I need y'all to repent. Now, most of y'all know I ain't no Christian, but I need y'all to repent. I need y'all to bring your goddamn collection of weaves and extensions and fake her unless you got it from a black woman. I'm not talking about you purchased it from her. I'm talking about your extensions, your weave, that her is 4C. I don't even know y'all's numbers. But it has to be authentic black woman. That's the only way you get to keep it. Any other non-black here? At the end of the conference, after the last speaker has spoken, we're gonna have a big ass wooden box. That's gonna have the B1 all over it. It's gonna have everything that symbolizes us. All of y'all bring y'all weave collections, y'all extensions, all that. Y'all gonna put that in the box. We're gonna have a legit firefighter out there. We're gonna hire us a legit firefighter. Down here in Georgia, they got black female firefighters. We're gonna bring one of them over there for fire safety. She finna fill it with the flammable liquid. And we're gonna have hopefully the sister Shahrazad Ali or whoever to throw the ceremonial match. And we will watch the weaves burn. And that will symbolize the end of the dependence of feeling as though you need to be non-black to feel pretty. Because I'll tell you this right now, ain't nothing sexier on this world than a black woman's hair that's freshly out the shower. Lord have mercy. I will comb that motherfucker all day. I ain't gonna lie to you. When black women get that hair curly, boy, man, the nigga wanna bite the buckshots. You heard what I talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. Man, if I was single still, boy, Lord have mercy if I was still single, boy, and I saw one of y'all black women out there. Man, I would I would talk you up. What? I would offer to comb your hair. And, oh, yeah. I know I don't have to say this, but don't bring no bonnets out there. Please, you're going to have enough time. Make sure your hair is done. Please. I don't need Monique making another video on y'all. Talking about y'all ain't supposed to be wearing y'all bonnets out in the goddamn park. Please don't do that. Especially y'all with the green one. Fuck around and the dog think you a tree and start pissing on your leg. We don't need that. We don't need that. Please. We're gonna have food out there for. We're gonna have the drinky drink. But the drinky drink, it gonna be healthy drinky drink. We're gonna have the sisters there with the juices. We're gonna have the sisters out there with the healthy stuff. We might have the one person with the sodas. But we want black women to glow. Dark Skin Brother, we could have a show about that. I could do that show. That's been a long standing rumor that they curse the hair. That has been a long standing rumor. I don't think it's a curse so much as there's so much DNA into it that it doesn't gel with black females. Especially the glue don't help either, because that glue is very toxic, and you're basically gluing it onto your head, and it's absorbed through your pores. But that's a whole nother discussion. But that's what I need. If I get them conditions done, I swear to God, black men would be going through white supremacy walls like we are the Juggernaut from X-Men. Can't stop the juggernaut. And then, yes, I will be doing this. I will give y'all a show. And then we can all say in unison to especially them Asians, because they making so much money off of y'all. After they burn it, we're like, why you do that? I could have resold that. Black women stand in solidarity and say this.
My culture.
That's not my culture. What? Black women, let me tell y'all something. And this is real talk. And the fellas in here can co-sign me. If y'all did that, y'all know how after the Super Bowl, I mean, not the Super Bowl, after New Year's, all them babies get made? I swear to God, if y'all out there and y'all did what I said, had that press conference, black women making money. And by the way, all you scammers, stay away from that day. Please, stay away from that. Have respect. Scam the day after or the day before. Don't scam that day. And don't be coming robbing people. Please. Let's have respect. But if y'all would have done that, if y'all would do that, I swear to God, 50% of y'all would be married within a year. I promise you. If you consistent with it, you could get married in a year. That Negro will pack up the table. That Negro would fold your tablecloth. That Negro will pack up your merchandise that you did not sell. That Negro will carry everything to your car or truck. That Negro would ask for your phone number in a respectful manner. That Negro will take you to the best mid-card restaurant in Atlanta. That Negro would go back and tell his current female, you not on code. I was just with a whole bunch of sisters out there. They was talking some real shit. I got a little bit of video. Watch this here. If she don't make a change that day, that chick get left. He gonna call you the next day and say, "What? Tell me some more about this B1." That Negro, I'm not saying he gonna sound like Umar that quick, but that Negro will start coming to our channels and getting right. That Negro will be transforming himself into a provider if he's not already having the capabilities of that. That Negro will be willing to build with you, create a family, create a legacy. And all you had to do, black women, was just show them half the effort. And be on code. That's it. It's not that hard. It doesn't cost that much money. It doesn't require that much of a commitment. Being on code is a lifestyle. Being on code is a mindset. It's just like back in the 70s when our brothers and sisters and parents were doing the soul brother handshake. It's embedded in us. It's there. Hell, Even the coons have it. Theirs is just very suppressed underneath the mayo and the you know, the country music that's not black, and you know, the football jerseys that they wear with the white player's name on the back, because they damn sure not gonna wear a Michael Vick jersey with a white man or a white woman. They're not gonna do that. But the potential to be on code is there. Even Candace Owens is trying to show that now. She's still a coon, but at least she's coming outside trying to be on code by going after BLM. I know it's a cash grab. Bless her heart. Get that money, because you're going to have a next baby to pay for, so you're going to need that. But that's something we would do. We would go outside and ask Patrice these questions. I mean, bless her, she's going to ask these questions. I ain't going to watch it. I'll just wait for the clips, but still. That's what you got to do. Black women, you do those 5 things, I'm telling you, you would be in a much better place. Much better. Because number one, white boys ain't going to be with y'all like that no more. Because you've already had that line drawn. This is who I am. Y'all can stay over there. Y'all can get the octoroonies and the mulattoes. Y'all fine with that. Y'all can get the white thinking black chicks. That's cool. I'm B1. And B1 means black first. Doesn't mean white first, does not mean mixed first. It means black first. I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. But it also means that you can't be used anymore. See, when they come and tell you, hey, black women, we need y'all. Y'all got to come outside. They trying to get rid of this on you. Like, okay, I'm with this nigga right here. This nigga got me. He already peeped me to your game. Nah, I'm all right with it. We covered. We're good on this. Hey, black women. Hey, they said that they gonna raise your interest rates on your car purchases and your credit cards and all that. Okay. I mean, this man right here, we got that covered. We knew about this before you told me. But we appreciate you bringing me this information. Now step out of my way, because my man and I have to make moves. It's not that difficult. And if y'all don't want to pay for a parquet, y'all got Twitter Spaces. Get Restream. Black women on here. Y'all all got channels, the ones I mentioned. Connect. Restream, y'all can pair up y'all's channels. And everybody simulcast what they talking about. You're bringing all your audience together. All y'all get paid. Who wouldn't want to see ZZ talk to Queen Shakur? Who wouldn't want to see Divine Stargate talking about Organite with Taisha Essex? Six the Goddess talking with what's her name? Damn it. Talking with hang on. Talking with Vicky Dillard. They want y'all to stay divided because they know the power of the black woman's voice, when harnessed for negativity, is very powerful. But they also understand when it's hooked up for positivity, that's an Armageddon they don't want to see. So they galvanize the wrong black women together. And their voice is so powerful. Imagine if those On Code sisters got together and bucked back. That's all I'm gonna say on that, folk. I'm off my soapbox now. I appreciate everyone coming through. I know I didn't even expect to be on this long, but it was just such a great conversation. And I apologize to everyone who was waiting for the space. I know I moved it around like 6 times, but work commitments, and I get home and I'm ready to do it, and then Daddy Daycare. Shout out to Black Voltron for that. And like I was saying today in a Twitter space, this is social media. This is a release. This is for me to kill a few hours and have fun with y'all and look up and down, find content for the channel. Basically just get away from real life for a while, but also I have a real life outside of this. Like I've even been slacking on the audio version of the podcast. So I have so much content I got to put up there. And so it's tough, but this is life. Oh, by the way, also, so like Black Voltron and Beatzilla said, I'm going to be on Beatzilla's channel tomorrow having a B1 roundtable on politics. So that should be fun. I'm waiting for confirmation. I might be going live again later, maybe. It's a big maybe. It was kind of my fault because I should have been keeping correspondence with this person, but maybe not. Doesn't look like I am. Okay. Yeah. So maybe I'll get a rest now. I might have to do one more video for today. Maybe. I ain't sure. You know what? Since y'all are in the room, let me ask you. So I do have to do this video. So it's either I do it on... I was going to do it on that Vicky White situation, but I don't want to touch that. That's a... How Samuel L. Jackson said it, Die Hard with a Vengeance. That's a white man with white problems. You deal with it. Yeah, I'm going to let them deal with that. I don't care. So here's the thing. Should I do it on what Clyburn said at the fish fry? Or should I do the video on what's going down here in Georgia with them dropping off illegals in Fairburn? And if anybody doesn't know what Fairburn is, it's a town about 40 minutes outside of Metro Atlanta. It's like past College Park in Union City, so it's like southwest. I guess they call it Southwest Atlanta, but they dropped off a whole bunch of illegals at this Quick Trip. So I could do that story. Because I did want to do that Iran story, but that's just going to piss me off more. Or, so you have those two options. Or I could go in on the Japanese making fun of black people. But I feel like that might have to be alive. I think that one's going to have to be alive. So... okay, let's see. So far, I got the Georgia story. Okay. Yeah, Beatzilla, I'm telling you and Black Voltron, y'all are you're always surprised when I tell you this. I told y'all, I've been screaming this for 3 years now, almost. They're coming to it. The AAPI is coming to Atlanta. The illegal immigrants are coming here. They're already big in Mississippi. A lot of people don't know that. They're big in Mississippi. Like when I was driving to go to Texas, I'm in Mississippi. You don't know how many Mexican restaurants my wife and I saw just driving down I-20. Alabama too. So it's serious out here. The Hispanics are coming. AAPI, they have it set up where they're right next to Atlanta and they're right next to the airport. And they're starting to move that way. We're gonna be in trouble if we don't get it together. And I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how else to articulate it. I'd rather you guys don't see it once it happens. Black Voltron, we're trying. But that's why I said y'all got to make sure Stacy don't get in. Stacy is going to allow this. We can't have that. We can't have that. She advocates too much for the other groups than us. Can't have that. And she don't want to listen to black folks. That's why I'm hoping and I'm working diligently to see if I can get tomorrow on that primary ticket. At least get to November, because that would go a long way to knocking Stacy off her pedestal. Because she would be spending the entire summer talking about reparations, and they're gonna keep asking Stacy about that, and you know she's gonna sidestep it. So please, if you're in Georgia, make sure May 24th you go vote for Tamara. She has to be worthless. She has to be worth nothing. She has to beat that man. But let me get up out of here. Take a rest. I'm going to do that video. I should have it up by tentatively. Let's shoot for 7:45. The video about them dropping off illegals in Georgia. But let me get up out of here. Thank you to everyone that has listened to this. I know it's long, but it's worth a lot of information. Black women, please, we need y'all. We do. It's time to get on code. A lot of y'all got on code in 2020. Very good. We need the rest of y'all to get on code. We need an army. So thank y'all for listening. If y'all want to follow me, you can follow me here on Instagram at Kid Gravity Beyond and Beyond Borders Podcast. On Twitter at The Kid Gravity. I don't have Snapchat. I ain't doing that. By the way, if you're on Snapchat, I would delete that app because they they have been keeping people's facial information on that app through their filters. So I would get rid of that app post haste if you have it. But yes, thank you all so much for joining me. Take care. Stay safe. Once people who are off code hear this, this is what they're going to say.
Brody, look! Niggas be wildin'!
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Take care. I'm out.